don't lie. Cut check, bye. Foreign trips, bye. OG, lie detective, don't lie.
Chill. Told her bye. Chill. Don't make I. Got a lot of racks on me. Chill. Got a lot of chill on me. Yeah. Couple M's in jewelry. Chill. I'm a rich like jet ski. Chill. And I can't buy no flight. No. Look at my bust down shine. Chill. Small. Just made my flight. Make 100 bands up for the next show. I don't want to. Just want to. I don't want to tell you that, mama.
Good evening from downtown Houston. I'm Ed Cohen with the former Chicago Bulls guard Jay Williams. And Jay, here in Rockets land, you think of Calvin Murphy, Moses Malone, and of course the dream, Hakeem Olajuwon. But a new chapter being written right now here in Texas.
Oh yeah, you think about Clutch City, Hustle Town, USA. But put all that aside. This team for the last several years has been on the edge of success. Let's see if they can take the next step.
And when you think of the Rockets, you think fun. This one could be as well tonight. Harden into the front court. Down 3. Going to launch beyond the arc. And James Harden, well defended, still gets it to go down.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that 3 despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
To Westbrook. Harden. James Harden, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
It's Portland ball. Lillard. Oh, good offense, beating good defense.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
To P.J. Tucker. Fires the 3. He'll take that any day.
As a shooter, your hands always have to be ready. Ready, meaning that your hands are always providing a target to the passer for an easy catch and shoot.
McCollum. Now a steal as the Rockets have it.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
With James Harden, muscle memory. Gets it to go.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the 3.
Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Hassan Whiteside. Harden had made his first couple, but he misses there.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Team foul number 1.
Kent Bazemore trying to cash in on a three-point play. 71% for his career. Free throw good as he finishes off the three-point play. They're back within a bucket. Rockets have the ball. Russell Westbrook matched up with Lillard. To Harden. Takes stock of the floor. James Harden. Looking good. 4 for 5.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by a Blazer. Harden in possession. They lead it. 4-point game. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Lillard. That won't go. Kicks it outside to McCollum. Fires the 3. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Trailblazers with the basketball. Lillard matched up with P.J. Tucker. Message received. Well defended. Westbrook with it. Lead stands at 7. To Capella. Gets it at the top of the key. Westbrook buries it on the catch and shoot. The inner beast of Westbrook. Sheer determination.
I don't think anybody got the license plate on that hit and run. And there is no one, I repeat, no one in the game of basketball with the first step in the explosion of Russell Westbrook.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Lillard against the former MVP. To Kent Bazemore. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
It's Harden. Brings the ball up. Lillard, and it's good.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
Harden, Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Lillard, the hot shooting continues. He's got 12 in the first quarter, including that trifecta.
And Ed, did you see how quick his release was? There was no wasted motion from the waist up.
And a putback slam.
And I'm telling you right now, there's always going to be a home for a player in this league for a guy who does the cleanup work around the rim like that.
Lillard, he's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
That's what you like to see. Austin Rivers, tough shot from downtown.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Harden? Yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Portland's got him. Lillard against Harden. Knocked loose. Calls out of bounds off Kent Bazemore. It stays with Houston. New personnel coming on for Terry Stotts. Harden knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
And the rebound comes down to the Rockets. That misses with 3 seconds left. That's it for the first quarter. The Rockets way out in front. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Westbrook into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. From long range. Not going down here. McCollum into the front court. He'll run the offense. Here's a chance from long range. To Westbrook. 4-3. And the rebound taken in by Hood. Beyond the arc for 3. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Westbrook into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Russell Westbrook powers it through. Jay, we're seeing more of the same to start the second.
It's called settle for more. Just because a defender gives you space doesn't mean that you need to take the jump shot. Keep attacking the rim. It will open up eventually.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Lillard gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Another shot won't go either.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Textbook defense.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
And Russell Westbrook, he can turn a game in an instant. Hits the three on the quick release.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
Russell Westbrook sizing up McCollum. To P.J. Tucker for three. Always has a chance for Tucker, but not that time. To Westbrook. Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim, short. Hazonia guarded by Russell Westbrook. Going to launch beyond the arc. Drills the three.
Ugh, did you see the way the ball came off his hands? Not the best form in the world, but it is where it is. Count it. Maybe just don't count on it all the time.
Gordon matched up with Lillard. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for three.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Westbrook with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Fires the three. Not easy.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip. And when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Tough shot. He hits.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Lillard, no good. That's great defense. To Westbrook. Slam dunk, Russell Westbrook. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go. To McCollum. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throw's good to cap off the three-point play as they draw a tiny bit closer. It's Rockets ball. Westbrook to Harden. Fires the three. Wow, 7 threes in this first half alone. This could be an all-time performance.
And the record is only 13. He's better than halfway there. But as a shooter, you have to remain lost in the battle. And you're only as good as your last shot. Don't beat that record. Destroy it.
Harden. Not getting the bounce. Nice pass to set things up. From long range. And it's good from downtown for Damian Lillard.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Harden up against the Weber State product. Not that time.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Lillard. He engulfed him that time. To P.J. Tucker. Great pass to set it up. Two-point shot for James Harden. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Look, the Rockets don't take too many mid-range jumpers. Actually, last season, they led the league in three-point attempts. Glad to see them actually find a two-point shot relevant these days.
Houston with the basketball. Shot for James Harden. Add 2 more points. The defense had him, but the good shooters find a way.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
The assist from number 0, Russell Westbrook.
Lillard, Harden's on him. Deep 3. At the buzzer. A very one-sided first for basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Westbrook. Here's a chance from long range. He has certainly been on target from downtown. He's 4 of 5 from three-point range.
Let me tell you why. He's been receiving his passes on time and on target. Give the passer some credit in this scenario as well.
Lillard, 10 threes for him now in the game, Jay. Just astonishing.
And I can't believe what I'm seeing. It's only happened 30-something times since the three-point line went into effect in 1979. Goes to show you how big of a night he's having.
How old were you back then?
I was not born yet, my friend.
Boom, baby. Knocks it down. Russell Westbrook with the rock. To P.J. Tucker, 4-3. Not that time. He missed it. Lillard. And drills it. Jay, spacing can be a beautiful thing. Now the Rockets will use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter.
As a player, this doesn't always happen, but it's a beautiful thing when everybody is allowed to be on the same page. Scouting report is being executed, you're being efficient with your jump shooting, your passes are crisp, you're listening to the coach on the sideline, and everything is working your way. You have to really appreciate these type of moments in the game of basketball.
Westbrook to Harden. Beyond the arc for 3. That right there, Jay, his 8th 3 of the game. He is putting on a show.
He's defying physics with that jumper. He's not even holding his foul through.
Lillard knocks it down from 3. Harden with the basketball. His team on top by 13. For 3, the hot night continues. He's at 9 threes here tonight.
Uh-oh, someone's getting towards that single-game record territory. He's having that kind of night.
Lillard slams it home on the putback. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
McCollum against Westbrook. Here's the call. Intentional foul. Referee all over it. Lillard. He was all over him.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Westbrook to P.J. Tucker. James Harden trying to cash in. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
That's the record. His 14th three-pointer in the game.
We have a national weather warning, excessive heat on the court.
Rockets in control of the basketball. Harden trying for a 40-point night, but it's off the mark. Whiteside to Ken Bazemore. Lillard. Another one goes down. Did you ever think we'd see a night like this?
Easy answer, no.
To Harden. Deep two there, won't go.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter.
Well, first off, energy and persistence conquer all things. But look at the way they're setting screens. Look at the way they're communicating to each other. They're actually hitting people on those screens, and they're coming off those screens with their hands in a target area, ready to shoot the basketball. When you play the game with that kind of precision and that kind of energy, you see why they're in the lead.
Hassan Whiteside, huge block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
McCollum with the basketball. The margin standing now at 7. Lets it fly from long range. And it's Rivers there to secure the rebound. To Harden. And he's fouled. And he earns a trip to the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
James Harden has got 2 shots coming. A career 85% free throw shooter. Nope, first one does not go. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second.
Hey, lock up.
Austin Rivers blocked away.
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial. Lillard picked up by Rivers. Oh, that's how it's done.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing now.
Portland has the ball. Lillard shakes free and hits.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
Rivers into the front court. Leads 5. Lillard. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Tucker, dead-on three-point shooter. Tough to guard.
And that's what this game is. As the game plays, you have to adjust on the fly. That delivers the element of surprise.
Lillard matched up with Harden. Going to launch beyond the arc. Another chance and a putback slam. Harden buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun, but the homies can have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
That misses with a second to go. That's the end of the third quarter. The Rockets with the lead. It's the Blazers with the basketball as we start the fourth quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
Harden, count it. Three-pointer is good.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
And counted at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
To Ken Bazemore. Whistle blows, intentional foul.
They're probably going to take another look at that one later, but it didn't look good live. Luckily, no one got hurt.
Harden. and drains it.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Lillard buries it.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Harden, defended by Lillard. Fires the three, and James Harden, well defended, still gets it to go down.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion, the backspin. It gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
Cutter, I got yours.
Knocked loose. Blazers have it.
I'll take that. I got your help here.
Lillard knocks down the three-pointer. James Harden at the controls. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Man, that was a tough shot.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested three goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
We'll get a stoppage here. Timeout Portland as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter.
Restaurants run 10% discount on your meal. Pottsville Burgers, where the grill is magic.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Houston, number 0, Russell Westbrook. Into the game for
McCollum. And the rebound pulled in by Capella. To Harden. Fires the three. That no good. Off the mark. To Westbrook. Harden. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Harden has it up the floor.
I don't need no screen.
From long range. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Harden. Westbrook. To Harden. Here's a chance from long range with James Harden. Muscle memory. Gets it to go.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough two rather than an easy three.
To Capella. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Lillard. Wide open look, won't go.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
And the rebound taken by Nurkic.
Defense, let's go.
Lillard He's had a good shooting performance, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough.
Yeah, no one else pretty much helped out. As a coach, I would be irate that nobody helped pick up the slack. Look, one man can never beat five.
Westbrook. A bad pass there. Blazers have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
And he knocks it down.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
Harden. 4-3. It's been a good night from beyond the arc. He's 5 of 6 from deep.
It's called room and rhythm, Ed. If you don't crowd him defensively, you allow him to have room, he will find that rhythm from behind the arc.
Little R&R has never hurt anybody, Jay. Lillard misfires. It's no good. To Westbrook. Harden to Westbrook. Harden. Well defended. To Lillard. Shot by Lillard, no good. To McCollum. Beyond the arc for 3. And C.J. McCollum, zero hesitation. Knocks down the 3.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
That's how you defend. It's the Rockets who are victorious as they take care of business at home. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.